Hello, good morning, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and I am joined by
The Slayer.
the Slayer. And today is Woden's Day, also known as Odin's Day, also known as Wednesday, October 26, 2022. This upcoming Monday is Halloween. I gotta get a pumpkin. I'm almost unprepared for Halloween. Anyway, do you want to start us off, or do you want me to start us off?
I'll start off.
All right, 740.
In the year 740, an earthquake strikes Constantinople, causing damage to city walls and the buildings.
Huh. All right. In 1492, I saw that earlier. That's hey, cool.
Interesting. In 1492, lead graphite pencils were first used.
Yeah, and I have one of them right here. So, yeah.
I have many. Yes, yeah. I have many.
And watch this. I can make the pencil turn into rubber. Look at that. And you have an appointment of interest here in 1534.
In 1534, Charles V names Joris of Egmont as Bishop of Utrecht.
All right. Bunch of strange names. George, Egmont, Utrecht.
Egmont.
Egg. Egg. He is the Eggman. Cuckoo,
Oh my god. Holy shit. It's the guy that named my state.
Oh, wow. 1682, William Penn accepted an area around Delaware River from Duke of York. So I think that's the start of it, right? Are you guys on the Delaware River? Where is the Delaware River? Let's see here. Maps. Delaware River. Yeah, it does go up into Massachusetts. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, no, it's not even Massachusetts. Pennsylvania. It goes right through Pennsylvania. Well, I am like, I am a new level of retard today. What is wrong with me? Yeah, so it goes right through Pennsylvania. So yeah, this has to be the start of the land that would eventually become, Pennsylvania, named after him.
Indeed.
Yeah. In 1749, Georgia colony reverses itself and ruled slavery was legal. Well, there we go.
That's booked up.
Politics always going back on what they say. Just hypocrite. But then in 1774, the First Continental Congress adjourned in Philadelphia. All right. And that is also in Pennsylvania. So a lot of Pennsylvania stuff here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, 1774 was a very busy year.
Yeah, it was.
Especially for the U.S.
Oh, well, yeah. Speaking of that, and I just see that there's another 1774. Yeah. The Minutemen were organized in U.S. colonies. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That should be highlighted. That was. Let's say both of those 1774 should be highlighted because they were big.
Yeah. Yeah, and
they were
actually,
a really big deal.
I think when the First Continental Congress even met, there was an article, but I don't think that was highlighted either. So, and it should. I keep saying this. I think I really should figure out how to email these guys and offer my help because they clearly need it. Like there's so much organization and restructuring that needs to be done on this website onthisday.com. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, like for example, not even just not highlighted. Well, something else that wasn't highlighted. Take a wild guess at something else that wasn't highlighted. That is very significant.
I guess something about the Constitution.
No.
I'm sure they probably didn't.
It was Sputnik. When Sputnik reached space, the very first satellite, it wasn't even highlighted. It was in there, but it wasn't even highlighted. So it's like that is monumental, But But something else that not only wasn't highlighted, it wasn't even in the article. It wasn't even in the source here. Was the death of either the death or the birth of Genghis Khan. I think the death. And I was looking it up, and yeah, it was on that date because like Miss Grimm told me about that, and I looked it up, and it was on that date. And I looked at the source, not there, not even not highlighted, not existent. So, and Genghis Khan is a big name in all of history, so that should be somewhere. But anyway, let's move on up to 1776. Your turn, good sir.
In 1776, Benjamin Franklin departs for France on a mission to seek French support for the American Revolution.
Yep, he did. And he came back with Rochambeau.
Yes.
Yep.
Indeed, it did work.
Yeah, very good work. We owe a lot to the French, We owe a lot to the France.
I mean, I think we kind of paid them back by liberating their country
twice
from the Germans.
Yeah.
Well, we did it twice. We were just like, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna steamroll Germany real quick so y'all can get your country back. Because in terms of world wars, they suck. They were not very good.
Yeah, and I see we have a comment here in the live chat here. Mo the Great, yes, Rochambeau was from France. He actually came out here and he drilled our Continental Army. Which was the basis of the U.S. Army. He drilled them in, how to do line formations, how to work under fire, because it's hard enough when you think about like loading those guns, you fire and you have to load. A good soldier can do 2 to 3 shots a minute. Well, try to do that while in that speed while getting shot at, blow explosions, body parts flying over the place, shouting, people falling all over you, and then you still have to do that three times a minute. That is extreme, training and focus right there. Well, they did. I'm answering Mo again. They did. He did help. By training us, like he wasn't on the front lines because he was better to be utilized as a trainer, not a soldier,
Yeah.
So, anyway, 1850.
In 1850, Robert McClure sights the fabled Northwest Passage for the first time from Banks Island towards Melville Island.
Well, Mo, I can't answer your questions every single time, but I don't know. They might have used him for the French Revolution. Anyway, that's interesting for the Northwest Passage.
Indeed.
Yeah. And you have one more.
Alrighty. In 1861, the Pony Express, Missouri to California, ends after 19 months.
Yep. I don't remember exactly what... Oh, yeah, because trains. That's why.
Yeah.
Moving on up to 1864, Union troops ambushed and kill Bill William T. Anderson, known as Bloody Bill, near Albany, New York. Well, I'm not sure if you ever played Red Dead, Redemption.
Oh, yeah. I love that game.
Bill Williamson. That's the first thing that came up. Bill Williamson. So.
Yeah. Dude, that game is awesome.
Ooh, here we go. 1881, the gunfight at the OK Corral. I have been there. The most famous shootout in the Wild West occurred between lawmen, including Wyatt Earp, and the Cowboys, with Tom and Frank McClary and Billy Clandon killed. Yep. And
they made. Oh, it's so famous. They've made a bunch of movies on it. Yeah, I believe that's Wyatt Earp, his brothers, and Doc Holliday.
Yes.
Or 2 of his brothers. Yep, 2 of his siblings, and Doc Holliday was in that fight.
Yep, 3 of the Earp brothers and the old Doc. So
the legendary Doc Holliday.
Yep. Doc the Cock Johnson. I don't know. Anyway, your turn in 1892.
In 1892, Southern Horrors Lynch Law, in all its phases, first published by African-American journalist E.W. Welsh, in Memphis, Timothy.
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 Why are you saying my birth state with a lisp? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Ooh, 1901 is interesting.
First recorded use of getaway car occurs after holding up a shop in Paris in 1901.
Yep. That's interesting.
Indeed, indeed.
Ooh, 1905.
Oh. The red, black one?
No, the first 1905.
Oh, okay. In 1905, first Soviet Workers' Council formed in St. Petersburg in Russia.
Yep. So, I'm wondering, because I know that Lenin did the communist revolution that, started the USSR and all that stuff. I wonder if he had any hand in this, or if he, like Hitler, joined the party and then expanded it. Because Hitler didn't invent the Nazi Party; he joined the German Workers' Socialist Party, and then, grew it in a bad direction. But I'm wondering, actually, did Lenin start the Soviet? Why can't I think of the word? Where was it? Right here. We just read it somewhere. Here we go. Council formed. Soviet Council 1905. Okay, so the 1905 Russian Revolution. That was the first revolution. It's saying here October Manifesto. Viktor Chernov. So I don't think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Lenin had something to do with that. So maybe,
it was,
I'm not sure.
Yep, Chernov did the first one, Lenin did the second one, and Lenin's worked. His didn't fail. Or at least I don't know if the other guys failed or not. I can't remember. Well, I don't know if it did. It may have.
It did because if his didn't, then there would not be a Lenin.
True. Because then Lenin would have been the next guy up. He would have just been the next guy. Yeah.
Probably. Anyway, let's move on up into 1909 here. Ito Hirobumi, Resident General of Korea and former Japanese Prime Minister, was shot and killed by Korean nationalist An Jung-geun in Harbin, China. The first Prime Minister of Japan killed by a Korean. Okay, well, that explains the animosity between Japan and Korea. So, yeah, but they've always been at each other's throats. And actually, I think it was Korea tried to invade Japan, and it started all the hostilities. But then I think it was either Korea or the Mongols when they tried to invade Japan. There was the Mongols. A tsunami or something, and it destroyed them.
It was so they got. I can't remember. I don't know I don't think it was a tsunami. It was a hurricane.
Yeah.
Or whatever the word is for the hurricane.
Typhoon. It was
a typhoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coincidentally, the Mongols were so bad at their timing to invade Japan that they just got hit by They got hit by typhoons. Like, they just got wiped out.
Yep.
And Japan was under the impression that they were protected by
God.
Yeah, like they were protected by God.
Yeah. And then that gave them that air of superiority. Ooh, we are the God's chosen people, and then the rest is history. Everybody starts thinking that they're superior, and
and then America happened.
Yeah. Then my favorite analogy was from I forgot the comedian's name, but he was ranting about how poor writing it is to say one thing led to another. So it was like a young artist from Austria got rejected to get into an art school. One thing led to another, and the United States of America dropped 2 atomic bombs onto the sovereign nation of Japan. What? Like, how does that lead to that? Like, one thing led to another. You need to explain.
It was I was gonna say Japan attacking us. That would have made more sense if it was Japan attacking us, and then we got them back with nukes.
Well, no, he's trying to make it nonsensical. That's the point. He's trying to explain how lazy writing it is to use one thing led to another. Because you're putting a blank in and not filling it, and just using a common phrase to get away with being lazy. So, but anyway, 1918 here, Cecil Chubb gave prehistoric monument Stonehenge to the British nation. Wow. Okay. So, Chubb. What a last name. Ooh, you got a good one here in 1918 as well.
Interesting. Yes. In 1918, Germany's Supreme Commander General Erich Ludendorff resigns, protesting the terms to which the German government has agreed in negotiating an armistice.
Good. Not good.
9.
Yeah. I was reading what you were saying, Cecil Chubb. But yeah, Germany wanted, they didn't want it, to be completely screwed, but they still did anyway. So they dragged their feet, and it took a while, but eventually it did get done. You got a music premiere in the year 1919.
In 1919, Edward Elgar's. Elgar. Okay, we'll go with Elgar's. Cello Concerto in E minor, Op. 85, his last notable work, premieres at Queen's Hall, London.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
And also in the year 1919, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson's veto of Prohibition Enforcement Bill was overridden. So he was trying to prevent prohibition, but Congress said no, it's going to happen, and that rose to crime. And little known fact, the U.S. government actually actively poisoned beer to try to intentionally get people sick, so that way they'll be like, oh, well, I'm not going to drink again. And a handful of people died. So the government intentionally poisoned and killed its own citizens, all to push, this lunacy, of no alcohol. So, anybody who ever argues about me, the government's good. No, they're not. And I have evidence. So. And then,
there's more evidence right there.
Yeah. 1922, Gertrude Bell was appointed Honorary Director of Antiques in new Department of Antiques in Baghdad, Iraq. Origin of the Baghdad Archaeological Museum. All right. Oh, here you go.
In 1922, Italian government resigns under pressure from fascists and Benito Mussolini.
Bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi, but where's his mustache? He can't be an Italian without a mustache. According to Family Guy. But yeah, this is his takeover.
Ever notice his jaw kind of looks like the Giga Chad jaw?
A little bit. He kind of looks like a cartoon.
It's like, you ever heard of Josh Hutcherson?
No.
I was gonna say, they have the same jaw. It's just a square jaw. Josh. It's Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Images.
Yeah. Look at his jaw.
Oh,
he's got the same jaw.
Square jaw. Hold on a second. There.
Bro looks like a Minecraft character.
He does.
He looks like.
Oh my god. This can't be real. This can't be real.
Bro.
Oh my god.
What is that? 3. That's 3 default Minecraft skins from Xbox Edition.
Dude, look, his hair coincides with it. His head is a perfect rectangle. Oh my god. And it's rhombus too. Oh no.
Oh wait. Oh, I saw a Giga Chad in Benito's outfit, I believe.
Oh, you did?
I think.
No, that's Nazi.
Oh no, that's
swastika there.
Never mind. That's...
Yeah. My goodness.
Nazi?
Anyway, let's move on up to 1927 here.
In 1927, Duke Ellington sings Creole Love Song.
Okay.
Oh, even more. In 1930, Dmitri Shostakovich is ballet Zolotoy Viek premieres in Leningrad.
Why are you reading that in my voice?
I do not know.
It's the best voice of all time, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you gotta believe me.
1931, Eugene O'Neill's play Cycle Morning Becomes Electra premiered in New York City. Okay. We got some sports history. 1934, while Washington Senators player-manager Joe Cronin honeymoons with Mildred Robertson, owner Clark Griffith's niece and adopted daughter, he is sold to Red Sox. Huh. Okay.
I see.
Ronald Twump. Oh my god.
Who Donald Trump? It's Donald Trump. Oh my god. Donald Trump.
In 1941, the second meeting of partisans Tito and Draza Mihailovic in Yugoslavia. Okay.
Bro, he looks funny. He looks so miserable.
This guy?
Look at this dude on the left. He looks like he just doesn't want to be there. She's like, just let me go back to sleep.
Yeah. Dude, that's how I feel right now. I've been awake since 4. And you have one here in 1949.
In 1949, U.S. President Harry Truman increased his minimum wage from 40 cents to 75 cents.
Good.
All right.
That's like a 60% increase or something.
You know what they need to do?
What?
Minimum wage should be $11 an hour instead of $9.50.
Well, in your place, yeah. Over here, it's already like $18 or something, or like $15, $18.
Bro, I'm making your state's minimum wage. What the hell?
Yeah. 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 How does that make you feel? You're making no more than a burger flipper at McDonald's. If they haven't already been replaced by a machine. So. Anyway, moving on up into 1950, Branch Rickey resigned as Brooklyn Dodger president. Okay. And then 1950 as well, Mother Teresa founded Missionaries of Charity in Calcutta, India.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. Yeah, but yeah, she was born like when she was like around 8. I don't remember the exact. Actually, hold on a second. She was born in 1910. So yeah, when she was a young girl, like 4 years old, and on, her entire life just was about war because that was World War I, and she was born in
the Ottoman Empire.
And we all know about the Ottoman Empire from World War I.
Yeah.
So all she knew was war. So no wonder she was such a strong advocate for peace. You know.
Indeed.
And we got a boxing title fight in 1951. Future World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Rocky Marciano defeated former champion Joe Louis by TKO in the 8th round at Madison Square Garden. All right.
Maybe that's where they got. What if that's where they got the inspiration for Rocky?
I believe so.
Makes sense. I mean, different name, but like.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Inspiration of Rocky. Chuck Webner. Sylvester Stallone's character, Rocky Balboa, and portions of the Rocky film series were inspired by the life of Chuck Webner.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
But maybe, this fight could have been like one of the fight scenes. Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, it's what I'm assuming is an Italian guy with a black dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Then we got an election of interest in 1951. Winston Churchill was re-elected British Prime Minister at the age of 76. That's up there.
I think we might want to get him some of that hair repair product.
I don't think he's around anymore. But
No. If he was still around, might need to get him some of the hair repair. Because that comb over is not doing him any favors.
No, it's not. And you know what? I'm not sure if I said this to you before. But, we were talking about Joe Rogan earlier,
Oh, yeah, Rogan.
Yeah, Rogan. Well, it's like, with the last name, Rogan, you'd expect, him to, be playing around with the pronunciation of his name and be like, Rogaine. Oh, hey. Rogan should have used some Rogaine to keep his hair. That's what I'm saying. So, but anyway, you got another historic event here in 1955.
In 1955, Ngo Dinh Diem proclaims Vietnam a republic with himself as president.
All right. Yeah. So that was South Vietnam.
I was about to start talking in their accent, but I chose not to.
Oh yeah, no. That would be extremely.
That'd be a little.
Yeah.
That'd be a little rude. That'd be a little mean.
That'd be a little narrow-sighted of you.
Thank you.
1957.
In 1957, the USSR fires Defense Minister Marshal Georgy Zhukov.
Okay.
I don't know why it also proceeds to do a Russian accent.
1962, JFK warned Russia that the USA would not allow Soviet missiles to remain in Cuba.
Indeed, comrade, indeed.
Yes.
Hey, did you know that Santa's a communist?
He is.
He technically is.
I mean he also he wears red, you know?
I mean, he wears red, get paid
he doesn't
no
pay
money
his slave
whatsoever.
laborers, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't even get paid either. Except for in cookies and milk.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Remember that other meme with like Santa on his like 7th millionth cookie and milk? Like, oh my god.
I remember watching. Oh my! I think they're making a movie about Santa. They're making a new one where it's like where he's fighting robbers or something.
Oh god.
Like something goofy. I was like, oh my god, another one. It's like we already had the Kurt Russell ones, which they were okay.
Anyway, 1962, Nikita Khrushchev sent a note to JFK offering to withdraw his missiles from Cuba if the U.S. closed its base in Turkey. The offer was rejected, unfortunately. So, once again, not only did we initiate, the Cuban Missile Crisis by putting our missiles on the Soviet borders in Turkey, but they're straight up, and they're responding to our aggression. They're straight up like, hey, well, and then we order them to remove dude, the West is being so needlessly rude, in this situation. Like the Soviets are completely in the right with this situation, with this. I'm not a communist. I'm not a Russian sympathizer. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And it doesn't matter who you are on the spectrum. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Period. Yeah. And we ordered them to remove the missiles, and they're like, okay, we will if you do the same. And we're like, no, what the fuck is wrong with us? Seriously. Wow. Wow, that's ridiculous. Anyway, moving on up into 1964, Eric Edgar Cooke became the last person in Western Australia to be executed. So, not in all of Australia, but in Western at least. So.
It's in Western Australia.
Western Australia, don't you know?
Crikey.
Boy. And then what happened in 1967?
In 1967, Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, crowns himself after 26 years on the peacock throne.
Huh. Okay.
Selfish. Crown somebody else, you selfish idiot.
Peacock throne. Let's see what the peacock throne looks like. Oh, that is definitely a peacock throne. Look at that thing.
Dude. That is very flashy.
And look, it's not actually a throne. You just sit on it, you sit Indian style, or on your shins. It's not an actual chair. It's just a pillow. So you climb up onto this box and you just sit on it. That is really awkward.
I can't sit on my shins like that. That is not comfortable.
And there's no back support or anything, so you're just there in the open air. That just
you're
seems
just
very uncomfortable to me. I want something around me, Yeah. Anyway, what happened in 1968?
In 1968, future world heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman wins the Olympic heavyweight gold medal when the final against Jonas Sapoulas, Soviet Union, is stopped in round 2 at Mexico City Games.
Ah. Well, okay.
Hey, don't fuck with America in boxing.
Yep.
We're gonna win.
Yep. But we're paying,
MMA. MMA is a different story.
Oh, this is interesting here. 1972.
In 1972, Edwin Land introduces the first truly instant camera, the Polaroid. Yeah, Polaroid. Yeah. Polaroid SX70 camera at an event in Miami, Florida.
Now
Florida.
you want to know why the invention of the Polaroid camera even occurred? From what I've been told,
What would that be? What would that reason be?
pornography.
Uh,
Because no, if you take a picture of your significant other, naked, like because married couples, they can't always be together, like even back then. So every now and then, like the husband's got to, or the wife's got to squeeze one out, like that. And it would be better with a Polaroid because you don't have to take it to a development shop and have other people, God knows how many, ogling your wife, or your naked husband or whatever, So the Polaroid really, helped in that aspect. Yeah,
So
but it makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, reasonable. I mean, now you don't even have to worry about that. You don't even have to print it.
Well, no.
Nowadays,
Now you just got to worry about the cloud and who's hacking your phone.
Yeah.
Like, don't accidentally upload it, from your OneDrive onto your slideshow. Oh shit,
Like, oops.
1972, guided tours in the former prison at Alcatraz by the National Park Service began. I have not been there yet.
I'd actually like to visit that. That'd be pretty cool.
I would too, not because of the prison, but because of what it was built upon. It used to be a Civil War era military installation, as most people know. It used to be, a fort, and
Yeah.
there's actually like one of the prison yards, they were doing GPR, ground penetrating radar, and they noticed because they were looking for the lost battery, like because you could see remnants of where there were gun batteries, on the island,
Mhm.
but there was one that they just can't find, and then they realized it was under one of the prison yards. They built over it,
Yeah.
so that's really interesting.
The Rock.
Yep. And what else happened? 1972, Henry Kissinger declared peace is at hand in Vietnam. No, it's not.
No. It's not peaceful.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I keep skipping over you or what, but let's have you take your turn again. 1972.
Right. In 1972, Ringo Starr and singer Lulu appear in non-speaking cameos on Monty Python's Flying Circus program.
Well, that's cool.
Dude, that show.
Yeah.
Flying Circus. Oh, that's fun. That was a blast to watch.
A blast. I have not seen
It
it
was
though.
a circus.
It was a circus that was flying.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, my arm's healing pretty good right now, actually.
Yeah, how's that cut? Like,
I'm getting a Band-Aid off.
okay, so it's not like I was envisioning this like long cut or something. So it's just like a little nick.
Oh no, it's decently long.
That's what she said.
It's healing way faster than I expected it to.
Good. Probably because it was like, a good wound. Anyway, let's move on up to 1975 here.
In 1975, Anwar Sadat becomes first Egyptian president to officially visit the United States.
Well, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Then, 1980?
In 1980, New York City Marathon, Great Weights of Norway wins for third straight year in 2 hours, 25 minutes, 41 seconds.
41.3 seconds.
Yeah, 41.3 seconds. Alberto Salazar claims men's event in 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 41 seconds.
I was gonna say
Like,
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Jesus Christ, he's fast.
Jeez. Like, damn, we got the Flash.
He ran 26 miles in 2 minutes. Good Lord. We need to make super soldiers out of him.
Got another Captain America.
Yeah, I know, right? 1982. Go ahead.
1982, MLB Philadelphia Phillies Steve Carlton became first pitcher to win 4 CY
Cy.
Young award. Cy won Young award.
Yeah. Cy Young was the name of the guy. The award is named after
Yeah.
him. So like it's both you and Sohan were calling it CY Young Awards. No, it's just Cy. That's his name.
Okay. Yeah. Phillies. Philly.
Yep. Yo, I met a Raiders fan today.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Dude, like,
Hey,
I was at the
were they a former prison mate? Were they formerly a prisoner?
might have been. Honestly, might have
Okay.
been. Because like I was
Makes sense.
I was at the tire shop, earlier today, fixing my dad's wheel. That sounds weird.
Mhm.
But but no, like then this car pulls up, and this guy, he has a Raiders sweatshirt, and I see on his seats he has like a Raiders seat covers, like you could put
Oh
it
my
like so,
god.
and then on the back he has two Raiders stickers on his back. One on the top left, the other on the bottom right on his bumper, and the other one's on his trunk, and then like a LA Lakers license plate cover. So, and I just
I
came up to
already
him and
hate
I'm
this
like,
guy.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say you're a fan of the Raiders. He's like, yeah. What made you think that? I'm like, I don't know. The 75 decals you surrounded yourselves with. Like,
Dude, I hate the Raiders with every passion, every fiber of my being. I hate the Raiders. I don't even care that they've beaten my team. They beat them every year, but I hate them with a burning passion, along with the Chiefs. I still view them as below me. They are all. I swear, bro. Every year the Raiders have some player. They have this cycle of disappointment where every year they choke in the playoffs.
well, let's not
And-
stray too far from the subject matter. I don't want to get too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm going to take this one here. 1984, The Terminator, directed by James Cameron, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, was released in the U.S. But
Get to
cookie
the chopper, come on.
My father was a legit SS officer. He killed Jews. So, screw your freedoms.
Oh my god.
Proceeds to get taken a picture of without a mask on, like the hypocrite he is. So, but then moving on up into 1985, Doug Harvey's number 2 Joyzy was retired by the Montreal Canadiens. All right,
Joyzy.
Joyzy. 1 year later, 1986, French McLaren driver Alain Prost retained his Formula One World Drivers' Championship with victory in a season-ending Australian Grand Prix in Adelaide. Won title by 2 points from Nigel Mansell. I swear to God, my brain was going to say Thornberry. Smashing.
Nigel Thornberry.
Thornberry, yeah, smashing, yeah. Then 1988, Ronald Twump billed Mike Tyson $2 million for 4 months of advisory service. Huh.
Mike Tyson. My name is Mike Tyson. I was billed $2 million.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Damn. Anyway, I'm going to take this last one here, then we're going to do the split, and then you are going to start us off in the year 2000. So then in 1997, Jacques Villeneuve finished third in European Grand Prix at Jerez in Spain, the first Canadian to win F1 World Drivers' Championship, won by 39 points from Michael Schumacher. That is a lot of points. That is a big score.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yep. Yeah, get over there. Anyway, going to do the split here. All right, welcome to part 2. Let's see, I just want this over here, just in case. Why don't you start out? What happened in the year 2000?
In the year 2000 Baseball World Series, New York Yankees beat the New York Mets 4-2 in a game of 5 at Shea Stadium to win Subway Series, Yankees' third straight title. MVP, the GOAT, Derek Jeter.
Dang, there's a lot of goats.
Derek Jeter.
Like, dude, like how many goats are there in your eyes? Like, I've heard of like no less than like 3.
You know, it's funny. My current server profile picture is the NASCAR GOAT, Kyle Larson.
So he's the end goat. NASCAR goat.
Yeah, he's the goat that got suspended for a whole season, came back and won a championship the next season, the year after. He got suspended for saying the N word, and then
Wow.
Haley Deegan said the R slur or whatever, well,
Uh,
that they claim is a slur, and then she got a slap on the wrist.
well, it really isn't a slur because
Well, I mean, yeah.
like it's an actual term. Like it's used in
Oh, yeah.
it's used in plumbing, electricity. Um, like uh,
Yeah.
aircraft flight. And everything.
Yeah, what do they have?
Like
They have one, yeah, there's a sign that says, I think it's brake retarders and prohibited, I think,
yeah, well, like
when you
it's
go
like
into certain towns.
no, like.
Yeah.
Or I thought you were talking about the aircraft.
Well, I mean, oh no, because there's one I seen. There's one going into the one town that I go in that I used to live in. That has a sign that says that.
Huh.
That has something to do with like brake retarders. I think I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to go by it to see it
All right.
or to remember what it says.
But what happened
Anywho.
365 days later?
In 2001, United States passes USA Patriot Act into law.
Yep, not good. Spy on your neighbors. Spy on your coworkers. Report everything to the government. Fucking stupid. And then people were doing it because of the fear of all the terrorism and everything that our government was perpetuating. Like,
Yep.
they're the cause and the apparent effect. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you got a 2014 here.
In 2014, American tennis star Serena Williams beats Simona Halep of Romania 6-3 and 6-0 to successfully defend her WTA Finals title in Kelang, Singapore.
Oh, cool.
I swear, she's really good at tennis.
Yeah.
Like, she's considered to be the greatest tennis player, like the greatest female tennis player ever.
Yep.
And it shows. Like, even this past season, she was coming back from having a rough year. She was having a rough game and then just bounced back and was actually just doing surprisingly well.
Well, she's built for it. I mean, like, look at how wide her shoulders are. Like, she has a very manly chest here, minus the boob part. But, like, you know, she has some power back in there.
Like, if you've seen her whole build, like, she's built for tennis.
Yeah.
Like, she's bulky. Like, she's jacked.
Yeah, she is. So.
Yeah.
And in 2014 as well, Dilma Rousseff was reelected president of Brazil. Okay, that's cool. The president of Brazil is a woman. That's awesome.
That is like the most 1980s short-haired female hairstyle.
I like it.
That is cool. Like, I see that around occasionally. Very seldom do you see it nowadays.
Very seldom do you see anybody wearing a sash outside of a beauty pageant.
True.
That's like a 1920s type of political thing.
Or as Miss America, Miss whatever state you're in.
Yeah, a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got a film premiere in 2015, Spectre, the 24th James Bond film, directed by Sam Mendes and starring Daniel Craig, premiered in London. Here we go again. This guy. Right. Why? Like, were you here yesterday? Why is his mouth so small? Like, it looks like he's like sucking it into his head. Or is it just me? Like it looks like his mouth is cartoonishly small. I don't understand it. It's bothering me for some reason.
It's an okay movie. It's not the best movie in the world, that's for certain.
I haven't seen a James Bond movie since Die Another Day, I think. What was the one with the oil? The oil pipeline?
Might have been that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot, but anyway, 2 more years later, in 2017, cremation ceremony for King Bhumibol Adulyadej of Thailand was held in Bangkok 1 year after his death.
The capital of Thailand.
Yep. Then you have another 2017 here.
In 2017, Jacinda Ardern is sworn in as Prime Minister of New Zealand, becoming the world's youngest female head of government.
All right.
Yeah. No idea who that is, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yo! The greatest rapper of all time.
Oh, here we go.
Hell yeah. In 2017, National Party of New Zealand found guilty of breaching the copyright of rapper Eminem's publisher and ordered to pay $413,000 for use of the song Eminem Esqua.
Wow.
Or
Speaking of New
Eminem
Zealand, wow. So that same time, she became sworn in as the world's youngest female head of government,
and then
as
all
the
of a
Prime
sudden,
Minister of New Zealand. The same exact moment that that same country was found guilty of breaching copyright for Eminem and had to pay him almost $500,000. That is insane. That's a rough year for New Zealand. Today's a bad day for New Zealand. Or no, well, a good and a bad day at the same time. So, so I guess it's just a tepid day.
I don't know.
And this next 2017 here.
In 2017, oldest known tsunami victim revealed by sediment discovered in 6,000-year-old skull by scientists near Aitape in Papua New Guinea.
Dang. So that's interesting. Obviously, there were tsunami victims before that, but this is the oldest known tsunami victim. So that's really cool.
That is, yeah.
Moving
there's
on up
another one in
into
2017.
2018. What are you? Irish singer Sinead O'Connor announced she has converted to Islam. Okay, so now we know it's a female. But if you're Islamic, first off, is that a tattoo of Jesus on her chest? It looks like it.
It looks like it. It looks like looks like in that photo it's a fresh tattoo.
That is a tattoo of Jesus.
Like that is very recent tattoo. Like when that photo was taken, that tattoo was probably just finished.
Yeah, well, easily like a couple weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see the red around it too.
Yeah.
Slightly. So yeah, no, that's only like maybe 3-4 days old. I don't know how long you keep this tape. I know that there's tape. You have tape on the tattoo. You keep that on for a couple of days. I don't know how long. But so that's really weird. So she has a tattoo of Jesus on her chest, and she converted to Islam. So does that mean that she she had it removed or something, or that would hurt?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
She's got the money to do it. But...
Anyway, then moving on up to 2020, Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga said the country will become carbon neutral by 2050. Well, I have a feeling that they're going to go back on that because of how everything's going on right now. So
yeah.
And then I'm just going to take this 2021 here. The United Nations reported, a United Nations report stated current climate pledges put a world on course for catastrophic average 2.7 degrees Celsius temperature rise in this century ahead of Glasgow Climate Summit. So more of this climate change malarkey, lies, and more lies. So anyway, before we move on into bursts and deaths, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything that you wish that we had elaborated on? Anything that you saw, like, real quick while I was scrolling, all this stuff in between, all this white stuff, like, open up a dialogue in the comments section, like, if you have anything you want to add, start making a comment, there. Anyway, moving on into bursts, do you want to start us off here in 1427?
In 1427, Sigismund, Archduke of Austria, born in Innsbruck, Austria, died in 1496.
That's 4 years after Christopher Columbus landed in South America. So, or in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, this guy with the hair that looks like it's trying to escape him.
And has the squid lips.
Yeah.
Look at him lips. He's just like, look at his lips.
They're so luscious.
In 1759, French politician and revolutionary, first president of the Committee of Public Safety during the French Revolution, born in Arc-sur-Aube, France. Gorgas Danton.
Yeah, Gorgas. Dude, that's the face he has. Like, that's not how you pronounce my name.
They're just like, excuse me?
Anyway, Richard Sears, born on this date in 1861, he was an American tennis player, U.S. National Championship of 1881 through 87, born in Boston, Massachusetts, dying in 1943. Why does he look like an escaped convict but dressed for a wedding? Why does he have a striped tie, dude?
Bruh. He looks like he's dressing for a formal event in prison.
Yeah, I know, right?
They asked him to dress nicely, so he just cut a piece of his other clothing pieces off, make a hat, and then also made a tie with it.
I guess that's what you wear in prison when you go to church. Not sure.
Yeah. Prison church.
Prison church.
Prison church.
Then we have Mahalia Jackson, 1911, a U.S. gospel singer, whole world in his hands, born in New Orleans, Louisiana. Why is it? Wait a minute.
Homo.
Do you
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Louisiana. That's a typo right there.
I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm just gonna start calling it Louisiana.
And then start calling the other one Kansas and Arkansas.
Oh no, I already call Arkansas Arkansas. I already
okay.
call it Arkansas. I've always called it that.
Yeah.
Because that's how it's spelled and that's how it should be pronounced.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Not
this lady passed away in 1972. What the hell?
Whoa! Yo, it's the uncle. It's Uncle Fester.
It's Fester.
Yeah.
Fester.
Yeah. Fester, let's go. Jackie Coogan, American actor, born in 1914. He was starred in The Addams Family, The Kid, Oliver Twist. Born in Los Angeles, California.
Nice. And Oliver
Also
Twist, I think he must have been like the soup giver, something like he's like the what? Like, let's see here. Jackie Coogan, Oliver Twist. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Coogan, he.
Oh wait, no, he played Oliver Twist.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Jackie Coogan, Oliver Twist.
Yeah, he was. Yep, he was. He's Oliver Twist.
Okay.
It says it right there in the cast.
Yeah. Yeah. Fagin and Jack Coogan as Oliver Twist. Well, I'm not going to find it here. But yeah, so I believe so. Anyway. Who else was born today? 1919? Actually, hold on a second. 1916, sorry.
In 1916, 21st President of France, 1981 to 1985, born in Jarnac, France.
What's his name?
It's Francois Mitterrand.
Yep. Then, 1919, we have Edward W. Brooke, a U.S. politician and the first popularly elected black U.S. citizen to the U.S. Senate, Republican of Massachusetts, 1967 through 79, born in Washington, D.C. Cool.
Washington.
Washington.
Huh.
We have Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. This guy looks familiar. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had him earlier. Yeah.
Born on this date in 1919, last Shah of Iran, Persia, from 1941 through 79, born in Tehran, Persia, and then died in 1980. So, yeah, that's right. So I think he left.
He's got a large nose.
Yes, he does.
Probably heck wood with that.
Dang.
Woodpecker.
Yeah. And then who else was born on this date? Pat Sajak, in 1946.
Yeah.
U.S. TV host, Wheel of Fortune, and the Pat Sajak Show, born in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
Oh, God, it's your turn. Oh, no. Oh, no. The prime evil. Right here.
You know what? Okay, in 1947, U.S. First Lady, 1993 to 2001, Senator of New York, 2001 to 09, Secretary of State, 2009 to 2013, and 2016, Democratic presidential nominee, born in Chicago, Illinois. It's Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Bitch tits.
Watch what you say. You might get Epstein.
I don't give a fuck. Let them. Let them come. Let them come. Let them come. Let them. I'd like to see them try and get my house. Let alone bring me down. That's like.
Watch, all of a sudden your webcam turns on involuntarily, and we just see like Hillary behind you, like coming up with a morphine.
Just hit me with morphine, like no. Like no.
No.
Like bad Hillary. Go back to prison.
Where you belong.
Go to prison where you belong, Hillary.
Yep. Anyway, let's go on to this guy who has no forehead.
In 1949, Evo Morales, Bolivian politician and 80th president of Bolivia from 2006 to 2019, born in Islay, Bolivia.
Now here's something it says right here, but it doesn't say it in the article. He was the first indigenous president of Bolivia. So, how about that for a concept? Somebody who is actually native to the country, of the ethnic descent, to actually lead it. When are we going to have our first Native American president? Like, why do we have a black president before a Native American one? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Uhuru Kenyatta, 1961, the father of Kenya, I believe. No, he's not. I guess he's the son of the father of Kenya. Canadian Prime Minister from 2013 through 2022, so his term must have just ended. He's also son of Jomo Kenyatta, born in Nairobi, Kenya, and Jomo Kenyatta, I believe, is the founder of Kenya. So let me look that up here really quick. Yes. Actually, no, a former... who is, founder of Kenya. Jomo Kenyatta. Okay, there we go. So he's the son of the founder of Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So he was born on this date. So happy birthday, Uhuru. And then you have one here in 1967.
In 1967, Keith Urban, New Zealand Australian country music singer and songwriter, Somebody Like You, and The Fighter, born in Whangarei, New Zealand. I didn't know he was from New Zealand. I thought he was an American guy.
Yeah, did you know that Vin Diesel is German?
I know. Yeah. No, he's German and I believe Puerto Rican.
I think. But he's actually was born in Germany, I think, or something. Like he was a German actor.
Possibly.
Was Vin Diesel born in German? Wait, hold on a second. Kenya? What the fuck? Wait. Why does it say, was Vin Diesel born in Saving Private Ryan? What? Was Vin Diesel born in Tokyo Drift?
Was Vin Diesel born in WWE?
What the? Oh my god.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
In Avengers?
I mean, technically, Guardians of the Galaxy, it wouldn't be wrong. He technically was.
I guess so.
Because Groot was born in Guardians.
No, he was born in California.
I was going to say, yeah, he was born in Cali, but he has... Yeah.
Or actually, no, it wasn't Vin Diesel.
No, it was...
No. Who's the other guy? From Die Hard.
Who? You talking about the main character, or are you talking about...
the main character.
Yeah, Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis. I think Bruce Willis was born in Germany. Yes. Bruce Willis was born in Germany. That's who I was thinking of.
I like how you mistook him for... I like how you mistook Vin Diesel for the other bald guy.
Bald guys all look the same, Like,
Whoa.
I'm racist against bald people, I guess. Whatever. I don't care.
For some reason, my mom likes bald people. Yes. Peter Griffin? In 1973, Seth MacFarlane, American animator, TV producer, made American Dad, Family Guy. I think he also made The Cleveland Show, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. He did.
And filmmaker, he made Ted 1 and 2.
Yep.
There's a few other movies that I'll mention.
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yes, I have that movie. It's
a
funny
good movie.
as shit.
Yep.
Born in Kent, Connecticut.
Nice. And Mr. McFarlane, if you just so happen to be watching this, if you're looking for any backup voice actors, I know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be Patrick Warburton's backup.
We got Guy Sebastian, 1981, a Malaysian-born Australian singer. Angels Brought Me Here, born in Klang, Malaysia. So I guess if he was singing about how he got to Australia, then the angels brought him there. Got out of Malaysia, you know. And then moving on to the deaths, starting us off in 900 AD, we have Alfred the Great, an Anglo-Saxon monarch who was king of Wessex and king of the Anglo-Saxon, died at the age of 50 or 51, somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. So, all right, that's a cool portrait. I don't know why they had to make his cheeks so red. Looks like he took a punching or something. Like, it looks like his black eye maneuvered away or something. I don't know. But then you got here in 1864. Well, this guy.
In 1864, American Civil War pro-Confederate rebel guerrilla leader Lawrence Massacre, Centralia Massacre, killed in battle by Union troops at 23 or 24. Died in 1684, William T. Anderson.
You mean 1864?
1864, yeah.
1684, I don't think there was an America to have a revolution. Ooh. What? Whoa. That's an angry-looking lady.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. That is not a sight. That is not a pleasant sight. Angelina Grimke. 1805 to 1879. American abolitionist, women rights activist, and suffragette. An appeal to the Christian women of the South. Dies at 74.
Thank God. Ugh. Dude, how would you react if you turned the corner and saw that waiting for you in a dark alley?
It's not because of the thing she did. She did a good thing.
Yeah.
But
she looks
look
like
at
a
that
monster.
thing. That thing looks like the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Oh my God. No, this looks like the Baba Yaga. What the hell?
That's the fat Baba Yaga.
That's a fat Baba Yaga. It's Baba Yaga panda version.
Elizabeth Sadie Stanton, 1815 to 1902. Sorry, I was trying to do a fat person voice. American women's rights activist, abolitionist, and writer, dies at the height of heart failure at 86.
Now wait, when did Panda get in here? I didn't know that she was back in the server. Damn. I hope she sees this and just like cries.
Oh shit! Oh my God.
Are you gonna make it?
Should we just? I'm just gonna keep calling her Home Button because she doesn't have a home buttonless phone.
What? Oh.
Yeah, she has like an iPhone SE or something. I was like, idiot. Like, imagine buying the SE. Should have just got the 10.
We have Itu Hirobumi, died in 1909, was a Japanese samurai, first Prime Minister of Japan in 4 terms between 1885 and 1901, and Resident General of Korea 1905 through 1909, assassinated at the age of 68 by a Korean nationalist, An Jeon, in Harbin, China.
We just covered that earlier.
Yeah, we did. And now I'm seeing that he was a resident general of Korea, so that sounds like Japan was occupying Korea at the time, which I think they did, actually, back in those times as well. So he was assassinated because he was an expansionist. He was trying to step his foot on other nations' throats. We got Hattie McDaniel, the first black U.S. citizen actress to win an Oscar, Gone with the Wind, playing Mammy, dying of breast cancer at the age of 57. That is really young. That is really unfortunate. But really, really cool that she's the first to win an Oscar. She played the maid in that movie, Gone with the Wind.
Yep. R.I.P.
Yep. Oh, here you go.
Igor. Igor Sikorsky from 1889, died in 1972. Russian-American pioneer of aviation in both helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft. Dies at 83.
Dang.
Igor.
Igor. Well,
Igor.
that's cool. He was a pioneer in both types of flight. So then we have I literally read that name and I was expecting something to explode.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
Oh my god.
1971 to 2019. Leader of Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant ISIL detonates a suicide vest after being cornered by U.S. Special Forces and dies at 48.
Well, that explains why I was expecting something to blow up. It already did blow up.
Ow.
So
I was gonna, Oh, wait! He was the ISIS leader, wasn't he?
yeah, it says ISIL. ISIS is ISIL. He's the leader of Islamic State of Iraq and the Lebanon, so that's ISIL.
Hold on that. I was watching the news that day. I remember I was at my friend's house when I heard about that.
Huh.
I was at Shally's. I was at my friend Shally's.
Huh. Well, hi, Shally.
Shally.
And then why don't you take this last one and then we'll wrap up the show.
Robert Evans, American producer and actor. Love Story, The Godfather, and Chinatown. Godfather. Masterpiece.
Yep, I have not seen it.
Dies at the age of 89 in the year 2019.
Yep.
But yeah, The Godfather is a masterpiece.
Yep. Well, happy birthday to all the birthdays. Rest in peace, all the deaths. And that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description for any links you may find interesting, which also includes but is not limited to all things Omni Coalition. We stream on my personal YouTube on Aozander. But as I said before, I just gotta move us over to Twitch. So eventually we're going to be moving over there. But if you're watching this on the Omni Coalition's YouTube or on our BitChute or Rumble, that's great. Anyway, for your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Time.
And 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I am Aozander.
And I am the Slayer.
Yep. And you, viewer, are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in news, notable events, weather, and sports, we do a news show at 2 to 3, most likely 2, but we shall see, depending on things, because I have other stuff to do today. But if you're just into it for the history, we'll see you tomorrow, whenever you'll see us. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!